Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Trials Crossbell 2. This is Wishblend reporting in. So yeah, we're in Duke Abraya's mansion. So yeah. So let's go in and see where we're going. I think we're talking to us at Scarlet. Let me in to see her. We're all friends.
Oh.
I knew it would be you.
Of course you did.
Did you come to listen to me whine and complain about you?
I know you didn't want me to save you, but you don't have to hate me for it.
I was just joking. I don't care what happens to me. Whether I live or die or get executed as a terrorist, what happens, happens.
Stop being so flippant about the whole thing. But you seem to be a little more cheerful than I was expecting you to be. I'm glad. Well, it sounds like you're doing all right at least. That's good.
My only complaint is that I wasn't allowed to ascend to heaven like I wanted to. But perhaps this is just how it was meant to be.
I wish I could tell you. You said you used to be a sister, right? You mentioned something about training over in Arteria, too.
I did, though that training was a long time ago. That really takes me back.
So that wasn't a lie? Sorry. It wasn't that I didn't believe you, it's just...
I'll have you know I grew up in one of the most pious families in the country. Hard as that may be to believe. I was so happy when I was first invited to join the church. I doubt you'd know, but the church is a fairly complex organization with plenty of divisions within it. The part I was invited to join was an organization called the Congregation for the Sacraments. They're a group full of immensely skilled people who take on some unique missions, to put it mildly. It made me happier than you can imagine to be recognized by people like that at such a young age. I didn't have any special abilities of my own, but I left home, trained my hardest, and eventually became a squire.
One sec. It's like the fans put a bit of air on the mic, I think.
A squire? As in a kind of knight? I thought you said you became a sister. Unless you're saying the church has knights too. I'm getting confused now.
Anyone would be in your position. Their image of the church begins and ends with priests and mass. As it was, my days in Arteria came to an abrupt end. Just before I went out on my first mission, I got word of what had happened. I hurried back to Erebonia as fast as I could, but I was too late to do anything.
Lady Scarlet, I think you should get some more rest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you strain yourself.
You really are a softie. If you want to hear the rest, you'll have to come back another time. So, if you're interested.
Okay.
It's hard to imagine someone going from being a sister to a terrorist, but that's just what happened. I'm still convinced that it would have been a waste for her to have died back there. I'm glad she seems to have calmed down for now. I'll have to come back another time to see how she's doing.
Yeah. So that's the last thing I had to do. So I just need to get back to the ship, I think. Which is through here. Yeah. Duke Erebonia has been arrested. How the devil did that happen? I have no clue what's been happening here while I've been away. Perhaps I should go back and ask Baron Carline. It's times like these, friends are the only ones you can count on most. Okay, a sympathizer. Bye. I mean, that is a nice ship. Yeah, it actually sits on its engines and the front. As I say, I think I've got everything. All the bonding things are done. I've got everything collectible as far as I'm aware. So yeah. As I say, what? Looks like we caught you at just the right time. Will you plan on going inside too? Oh, hello. What's wrong? You seem all flustered. Well, we got much from the guys on the side of the ship. They said that something's happened over in Crossbell. In Crossbell? We saw the sea covered by a blue barrier from where the Greater Fortress was, but it's not that, I'm guessing. Believe it or not, it is something even weirder. The plan to go get closer to look at it. Would you mind grabbing everybody else in town and bringing them back here? We'll be getting everything ready for the lift off in the meantime. Okay, I'll be back as soon as I can. I'll leave everything here to you. Okay. When got everybody, gathered them back at the airport, and they boarded carriages that promptly took off.
Upper rank you go! Here's your bonus from the academy. Wow, that must have been tough. I'm so proud of you, Reen.
Yes, I did get everything. Course to the east and northeast is clear. All hands remain vigilant. The ship's approaching maximum cruising speed. We should be getting close to the fortress soon. Please get in touch with the 4th Armour Division and the Railway Military Police. Aye aye, Captain. Oh my, I think I can see something in the distance. What the? I'm getting some very strange readings here.
See Crossbell now.
There seems to be something emitting light in the distance as well.
What in the world is that?
It kind of looks like a tree.
I don't know.
That blue barrier that was surrounding the city before is gone.
But now there's something even more unbelievable in its place.
An Azure tree?
Yeah, it looks like a tree to me too. It's got all those branches coming out of it.
I don't think trees so vast even exist in legend. Never mind in reality. Yeah, there's something completely otherworldly about it.
Do you know what it is, Celine?
I wish I did. There's nothing like that in any of the clan's legends.
Just what is happening over in Crossbell?
Do not know.
Now that's damn impressive. It must be over 2,000 arch tall.
Oh, never thought I'd come face to face with something that big in my lifetime. Life's just full of surprises.
Oh, this is the very essence of beauty. So this is the fruit of the Azure Zero project, a test to the power of human obsession.
Looks like everything did go according to plan. Not that any other outcome was ever a possibility with my illustrious lord lending a hand.
So that showed up as a result of that phantasmal blaze plan of yours? And you're planning on spawning something like that over here, too?
That we are. What you see before you is a miracle born of human hands, made manifest by the Zero Child. The end of the second movement is finally nigh. Let the preparations begin. This story's finale is bound to be one to remember.
Oh god, here we go.
Guess it's almost time to wrap things up. Wonder if it'll go how she and Campanella want it to, though.
Probably not. Okay.
Excuse us, Lord Rufus.
Well, well. If it isn't General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius, I had thought you were still on the Western Front. Might I ask what brings you here?
Do you even need to ask? First Ruhr, now Berea. The Eastern Front is collapsing as we speak. I see no reason for us to remain in the West any longer.
I wouldn't go quite that far, General. As long as the West remains well protected, Heimdall will not fall. As for Nortia and the elements which sided with Duke Alberea, they could always abandon their neutrality. The war is still ours for the winning. That hasn't changed.
An impressive analysis.
By the way, would you happen to know anything about that vast tree that sprouted up in Crossbell? Is it even a tree to begin with?
I haven't viewed it from up close, but the pictures were like nothing I'd ever seen. It could be completely harmless, but it's likely causing Erebonians in the East no shortage of anxiety just by being there.
I quite agree, and that concerns me as well. Still, Duke Cayenne insists its appearance was planned. There should be nothing to fear.
Really now?
I was aware he was affiliating himself with some suspicious society of sorts. Could the two be related?
What happens behind the scenes is of no concern to us, I suppose. We are warriors. We live to fight on the battlefield. So, dear Chief of Staff, who is our next opponent to be?
Getting right down to business, I see. I'd like for the two of you to defend the capital. Your opponents are to be the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions who will be advancing upon it within the next few days.
Oh, is that so?
What? So they're risking everything in an attempt to take back Heimdall?
That is what I predict will happen, yes. I think Craig the Red and One-Eyed Zex will prove to be enough entertainment for the two of you, wouldn't you agree? After all, only the best will do for the 2 strongest soldiers the Provincial Army has to offer.
Alright, you win. You have my attention. The prospect alone has my blood boiling in anticipation.
I concur. Very well. We shall do as you say. This is sure to be a clash for the ages.
Okay. Alright.
I had no idea all this existed right under the palace. Dukayan, can I ask exactly where we're going?
There is no need to look so concerned, Your Highness. The place we are traveling to is to the center of this city. No, this country. And a place that governs a great power. It is where everything both ends and begins.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Please, be careful of your footing. If you were to fall off the platform, you most assuredly would go splat and die.
Oh, that's one way to encourage the youngster.
Now, it won't do to frighten him. And I must say, I don't recall doing so ever being part of your duties.
Pardon me. I believe we're almost there.
Okay.
I've been waiting for you.
Vita Clotilde? The opera singer? What are you doing in a place like this?
Greetings, witch. I see that tree emerged successfully.
It certainly did. All that remains now is to continue the preparations here. However, let me remind you that under no circumstance...
If you would, spare me. You've made yourself perfectly clear on occasions past, and I am hardly enough of a fool to attempt to defy commands from a witch.
What are the two of you talking about? And why did you bring me here?
Patience, Your Highness. All will be clear in due time. Oh my, could this be it?
That's got to be another divine knight, like Valamar and Odin. Crow controls.
What is that thing? What? What's this feeling?
Marvelous! Marvelous! This is a legendary demon set to wield 1,000 weapons! The Crimson Calamity! Which was sealed away by Saint Sandlot and Drykels 250 years ago, and a fragment of the Great Power! The Vermilion Testarossa!
Okay. That means probably have to fight it, and that's one point to the other.
The Azure tree? That's the name of the bizarre tree that appeared in Crossbell then?
Yeah, I found it out from the guild branch over there. Things still seem to be tense over in their direction. No one's really sure what it's for or what it can do. Don't think it'll have any direct effect on Erebonia, though.
Well, I suppose that's good news. Sort of.
Still, people on this side of the country are understandably feeling uneasy about it.
Yeah, people have enough to worry about without a giant glowing tree sprouting up from out of nowhere.
Anyone would start feeling nervous at the sight of such a thing.
At least it should keep Calvert off our backs for a while, right? They're as clueless as we are on what that thing is, and they're not going to risk an attack before they know for sure.
Exactly. In a sense, it's doing the same thing for us the barrier around Crossbell City did before it up and vanished. It's probably the best distraction Erebonia could ask for about now.
Oh, is that what your bracer instincts are telling you?
It doesn't take a bracer to think that, Eustace. If Calvert were to invade right now while the war's going on... True. The situation we're under is plenty chaotic as it is.
All we can do right now is keep doing what we always have, and gather information. I'm sure we can do something to improve the situation here, but we don't know enough to decide what that something is.
I'm with Gaius. Let's just take a deep breath and do the best we can.
That's the best attitude to have right now, too. One thing we could do is keep looking around for other Thor students. We could always use more help, right?
We still need more Zemirian ore, too.
Oh, that's right! And there are still more spirit shrines left to explore as well.
Strangely enough, our best course of action is to simply continue doing what we've always done, albeit with renewed dedication.
That works for me.
Sounds like you've got things covered in the east, which means that all that's left for me is to wish you good luck. Take care of them. Okay, Sarah?
What else would I do? And you take care of yourself, too.
We wouldn't want anything to happen to you before you reunite with your dearest Carnelia, now would we?
Yeah. Would you just drop that already? Anyway, keep it up, guys. I'll be in touch.
Oh, there goes all my fun.
What was all that about?
Toval's girlfriend? It did sound that way.
For further details, please consult a certain famous novel about a certain lovable scamp, now certainly available in all bookstores.
Poor Toval. Anyway, should probably get to work. The best place to start would be checking the latest requests from Prince Oliver.
Yeah, and it's basically those books we've been collecting. Missed opportunity. The trouble you help resolve Henogram, how shall we say, unresolved itself and continue to worsen. Oh, so it's something in the castle again. Okay. House and harmony. I want to hold a constant show people Sadik. They're always not lost and help them start to heal. Yeah, we can do that. Canyon or Cantayan? Oh, it had to be from Oliver. Really, my good man. I've received word of a mysterious monster that owes Canyon Path. Can you be here and take care of it for us? Right.
There's a request from Rosine about Keldic.
Yeah, if we can, I'd love to help her out.
Me too. It's the least we can do after all the market manager did for us.
I'm in agreement. We should try and help her if time permits.
Klaus also has something in mind for us, it would seem. And that being said, I think it'd be best if I were to accompany you for the time being.
I'd like to come along too, especially since we have the spirit shrines to worry about. Of course, Celine will be coming with me. You'll need both of us to get through the shrines after all.
That sounds fine by me. Thanks.
All right then, let's go.
Okay. So, yeah, I need to get everybody up to level 6 and one up to level 7, which will be Elisa. Okay. As for the books that Sarah was hinting at, it's basically these. Yeah, basically that's what they're on about. So, where do we begin? The 4th floor. I understand Table's point about the trees appear as being of more help than a hindrance to Erebonia, but doesn't it seem far too convenient for it to appear just as the threat of an invasion from COVID begins to loom? Strange as it is, I think it really is just a coincidence. But let's leave Crossbell's problems to Crossbell. We should focus on doing what we can for the people here in Erebonia. That tree sprung up out of the blue. Who can say whether it could disappear just as suddenly? You do have a point. We should have best luck with gathering enough Samaria ore. It may not seem like it now, but doing that is an important step in securing a peaceful future for Erebonia. That tree's only to go by. Things must be wild over in Crossbell right now. We're going to have to brace ourselves. Things might get even worse over here. But I guess it's a waste of energy to worry now. We just have to gather up more crew members in case they do too. Okay, damn it, why can't I just focus? The more I think about budget, the more nervous I get. At this rate, I'm going to be completely useless. Alan's got to clear his mind, but no matter how hard I push him, he just can't. At least he sees what he needs to do, and he's grown as a person, if not a swordsman. Okay. Let's talk to the lady as well. Well, we're set for Berhard 3, but where's Teresa? I mean, she's got to be somewhere in the city, right? But where, man, where? What's this I hear of a request about that we Azure can help with? I just wish we had all of our memories. I'm not sure how much of a Azure we are when we're missing pieces. I wouldn't pass up the chance to try to help though. Just let us know. Okay. So that's the 4th floor. I managed to tune into Radio Twister earlier, just for a little bit. They were broadcasting some news program that replaced ambient time, and the sound quality was abysmal. But you know what? They actually talked about the courageous. Are you serious? With Twister under Lance control, I thought the situation would be too. I guess they're trying to get little bits of real news out eventually, even so often. Even with whatever restrictions are on them. Yeah, I guess they're not won over and becoming an alliance mouthpiece. Just because they lost Misty. This is no time to get all these breaths. I need to exhibit the same sort of fortitude they are and help people. Oh, you want to know your last entry content? Consolation prize. Oh, that's fine. Now that Father's been dealt with, we shouldn't need to worry about Berhard for a while at least. I still need to give some thought to what ought to be done here after the war though. Right. This may sound strange coming from me, but don't overthink it. Put it out with your mind and just focus on the task at hand. Don't lose sight of the present by focusing too much on the past or on the future. I know. I don't need you to tell me that. Having father arrested is a burden off my shoulders and everything else. Now all we can do is keep moving ahead. I'll say no more then. Seeing you all quiet and contemplative like this is just strange. Spare me your cheek. Well, that looks like this is going to be just fine. Max is right though, we've got to focus on the present. And talking of which, that my friends is the end of this episode. Yeah, we've still got the rest of the ship to go through, plus other stuff outside. So please hit a like, drop any comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.